from Cincinnati, Ohio. It's the UFL Week 4, and we have a clash of titans as the Cincinnati Vultures meet the Los Angeles Aztecs. Hello, everybody. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Ramos Ling. Alongside me in the booth is John Warren. Our producer is Cameron Irvine, also the co-founder of the UFL. And John, Cincinnati, the top offense in the UFL against Los Angeles, the top defense in the league. This is shaping up to be a classic.
Yeah, the Vultures are scoring 31 a game, which is nuts to me. And the Aztecs are not allowing many points either. I mean, really behind DJ Kilgannon and Michaela Foraker. This is a defensive line that's really tough to run against. But the Vultures love to pass it. Warren Murray and Violet Thomas have been balling out. And I expect a really interesting game today. Unstoppable force meeting immovable object. It'll be a blast.
As the kick goes away and back at the end zone for a touchback. Heavy winds tonight, apparently blowing from right to left on your screen. And here come the Los Angeles Aztecs as Fowler, the halfback, will get the handoff. And he's one of the better running backs here in the UFL as we meet the starting lineup of Los Angeles. Strong offensive line paving the way for the running back. Isaiah Fowler is the halfback of note. On the last carry was actually Adam Noel. And Cincinnati, as you said, we'll touch on their defense a bit later. A very strong unit themselves. That one was a gain of 4 yards. And they will go back in the heavy set, I formation handoff. This time, not as successful, maybe half a yard as Noel gets another handoff.
Yeah, I'm confused as to why Isaiah Fowler isn't in the game, but here's a look at Cincinnati's defense. Zach Wilson there, and a lot of really interesting players. Nathan Brady IV, Robert Brady Jr. This defense is going to have its hands full with this running back unit.
Looked like they had Noel in there for their power sets, as this is going to be a screen pass. Now Isaiah Fowler with fresh legs gets the first down and steps out of bounds after a gain of 9 yards for the first down of the game for the Aztecs.
Yeah, it made sense that they were running their heavy set a couple times, maybe kind of get a sense of what kind of defenses Cincy is going to throw at them. Instead, they go Fowler on the screen pass. You can see that first step is so fast for Isaiah Fowler, just one of the fastest, most athletic running backs in the entire league.
We're going to see Isaiah Fowler again back in the backfield, so he's going to be in the pro sets. So that is 2 wide receivers and more, apparently, as this is going to be a quick screen pass and nothing doing there. Good tackle made on the outside. That was the corner. I think it was number 23, if I saw the name correctly. That's Kelvin Sonder. Excuse me, Cornell Spencer. The number 1 corner. Play fake, deep pass. The pass is caught on a deep dig route. That pass caught on the outside by the Aztec offense, and they will have a first down.
Yeah, Miles Morales-Woods there, just right across the middle, soft zone. And Marco Swift able to put it on him right on the money, in stride. Nice little move here to make a man miss. And that's the 5'8" receiver to the 6'7" receiver on the other side, Iggy Turner. I'm sure we'll call his number a lot in this game.
Swift under center again on the single back formation. Give it to Fowler. A lot of space on that play, and that will be a gain of 6 yards. Good job by Los Angeles staying balanced so far.
Yeah, ahead of the sticks, opening up the passing game is obviously going to open up some running lanes against the Cincinnati defense.
Heavy formation again, play action. Swift throws, the pass is caught again. Another great throw, and there on the outside, making the catch, is number 84, Iggy Turner, the number 1 receiver for this Aztec offense.
Yeah, Iggy Turner is 3 inches taller than any other pass catcher on this team, and you can really stands out. And it's easy to throw it high against defenses when you've got a player that tall who can also jump and go get it. So really tough target to bring down for the Cincinnati defense.
4 receiver set now for LA in the red zone. Swift will throw. A lot of time in the pocket, goes outside. Fowler gets the catch, and Fowler will rumble for a gain of about 3 yards. As you said, Iggy Turner at 6'7", the only one of the tall receivers of this Aztec offense. You know, for the most part, all the other receivers are under 6 foot tall, with the exception also of Le'Veon Hankerson, which is the 5th wide receiver on this depth chart. So Fowler will get the handoff, and will get 2 more, make it a shorter 3rd and goal.
Yeah, this is an interesting 3rd and goal here. They obviously want to score a touchdown, but they've, yeah, it looks like they might run it here unless we see some play action in this heavy set. No Fowler in the game.
It's going to be Noel instead. Play action, Swift, and he has to gather himself to throw the ball, and he goes down. Brady the 4th with the sack.
Yeah, Brady the 4th was there really fast, but honestly, Marco Swift had his fullback Warwick Wallach in kind of the flat area on the far side of the field, had a surefire touchdown, not able to see it or maybe get the ball out in time, and there was Brady the 4th with a huge sack to push them back, force a field goal attempt on this opening drive.
The Aztecs will attempt a field goal. Damon Simeon, good luck to both teams playing in prime time. Sometimes it gets scary when you're playing under the lights. For the entire league watching, have fun, guys. Thank you, Damon. $15 super chat. We appreciate you, as this kick by LA is up and good. And 3-0 Los Angeles early on here in Cincinnati, taking the lead.
Yeah, Cincy is coming in with a perfect record. Los Angeles had kind of a shocking defeat last week at home against Fresno. Really just kind of a stunning display there. But these are really 2 of the best teams in the league. Obviously, you hit it at the beginning of the show. Best scoring offense in terms of points with Cincinnati. Best scoring defense in terms of Los Angeles Aztecs. So this is going to be a knockdown bracket.
You can clearly see the win, as this kick only goes to the 15-yard line. On the return is number 81, Byleth Thomas. And Cincinnati will have the ball at the 31-yard line. Quick snap, handoff, nothing doing there. Loss of 1 yard by Crawford, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Crawford is in there, a little bit of a scat back, change of pace back. You know, this running back room is really not where they're scoring a lot of their points. It is in the receiving game. T-Roy Gaines, the tight end, Warren Murray, Byleth Thomas. We saw Byleth Thomas on that kick return. So there's a lot that Mac Chima has to throw at.
Chima on the play action goes down. The blitz is called, and getting to him is Isaiah Justice. Foraker on the sack. Man, he just didn't even see him.
Yeah, that was Foraker. Really, Foraker is this defense's, I think, best line protector and obliterator, I should say. Caleb Foraker back there pretty quick.
So it's 3rd and 20 as Chima will drop back to throw. Throws deep, and the pass is intercepted. Going back the other way. And Los Angeles, what a start for Los Angeles. The return, and Los Angeles will be situated in the Cincinnati side of the field already.
Rain Rie there for the interception. Just got that route covered perfectly. I don't know if that was a great decision, but just an unbelievable job to get right at the spot of attack. So far, this Los Angeles Aztecs defense is winning the battle here.
This is a strong Aztec secondary with Marion Turner as well as Miguel Morales Woods. I mean, it's a very good secondary, and throwing deep on 3rd and 20, I guess was the option, but Isaiah Fowler will get the handoff. Man, Fowler, he's so quick off the line. When he explodes through the line of scrimmage, he can just go 60, 70 yards any play.
Yeah, there's no hesitation. You can see it right here. He cuts up field. He puts his foot down. He just goes straight up the sideline if he had just even a nanometer of daylight on that sideline, I think that would have been a touchdown. So huge play to start this drive for Los Angeles.
Swift to throw, crossing pattern, pass is caught, and inside the 10-yard line already. As Swift is 6 for 6 passing.
Yeah, it's Fancher on the reception there, the third labeled wide receiver of this unit. They're already at 1st and goal. I mean, this is just a blink and you'll miss it drive already.
So you see a screen pass trying to gather himself, but cannot. Maybe just going back to the line of scrimmage is Morales Woods. It will be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Swift's pass was a little bit behind Miles Morales Woods, had to come back to it, wasn't able to get upfield fast enough.
2nd and goal, 3 wide receivers. Run through Fowler, and Fowler will get about 5, make it a 3rd and goal inside the 5.
Yeah, that was a good tackle to save the touchdown there.
Bunch right of the screen. Swift to throw with time, clean pocket. Now will scramble, and Swift cannot get to the line.
Ooh.
Tackle at the 1-yard line. Now decision time. What do you do here, John?
Well, I'd love to say go for it, right? I mean, it's more fun, but you're on the road. Maybe you just kick this, go up 6. Your defense looks pretty good so far. I know it's early, but you're so close. I'd be really tempted to hand this off to Fowler to see if he can bang it in, but my guess is they're going to kick this field goal.
Yeah, I will kick it because, I mean, at the end of the day, you do have the #1 defense in the league.
Of course.
And so going up 6-0, I mean, this Los Angeles defense, as the kick is good, this is a Los Angeles defense that allows less than 2 touchdowns a game, allowing only 12 points per contest. So
yeah, I mean, if you think of it that way, all the Aztecs have to do is score another touchdown, and they might be able to put this one away. I mean, it sounds silly, it's so early, but that's how good this defense has been, except for that blip last week against Fresno.
But you know, they did have a very good outing against Las Vegas, 41-0. Let's bring in Cameron Irvine here to the broadcast. Cam, you want to explain more about the reasoning on that goal line situation?
Yeah, Los Angeles, just to talk about red zone here for a little bit. Los Angeles coming into the week, 12 red zone attempts, but just 5 touchdowns. It's actually something that was worked on this week, but so far LA's just got 2 field goals. We're finding in the UFL, if you're having some red zone troubles, it's one of the hardest things to immediately fix, because not only is the game pulling from a red zone portion of a playbook, but it's also pulling just from the regular 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down components of the playbook. And so it's a little bit of a mix and match goal as Chima gets it to the 50 there. It's been a challenge, and Los Angeles so far tonight is still struggling in the red zone. Cincinnati's defense keeping them in.
Thank you, Cam. Yeah, I mean, it's similar like in the SFL. If you have that background experience with the SFL too, is when you're 1st down and goal, 2nd and goal, maybe 3rd and goal. Yeah, it will take from the goal line situation, the goal line package, but it also takes from the fact that you're on 2nd down, right? And
sure.
So kind of like it's a balancing act. That this is going to be a false start on Cincinnati as their offensive lineman jumped early, so it will be 1st and 15 coming.
Yeah, that's not the kind of jump that you want to make there. Yeah, we saw that nice catch from T-Roy Gaines. It's the first time we called his name.
This handoff gets cut to the left-hand side, but nothing doing there. The offense here for the Vultures, strong offensive line. Again, the passing is their main component. So Morales Woods gets their 2nd tackle. 2nd and 13, only 2 yards gain on the last play. Chima throws it middle, the pass incomplete, dropped on the outside, and this is going to be a 3rd and long upcoming. The Aztec defense best in the league. Michaela Foraker already with a sack, and DJ Kilgannon, one of the better defensive linemen in the league. Parrish, Scruggs, and Crane at the linebacker position. Turner, Rie already with an interception. Morales, Woods as well. Marion Turner.
Yeah, that Rie Morales Woods combo at safety is just a killer for offenses all around the league, and they've already shown up tonight.
Chima to throw, goes middle, pass incomplete, well covered on the outside. And this is going to be 4th and 13.
I mean, this is how deep the secondary is. That's their third labeled corner in a lot of nickel formations. David Waller able to just blanket the receiver there, knock it away. Oh, that was just beautiful defense. Green just had really no chance at this ball because Waller was just on it so perfectly. So again, this defense is showing up. This defense has been as impressive as advertised. Vulture's still looking for a way to get things going.
And Chima had to throw to that spot because Rain Rie was also in the vicinity and right in front of the receiver. So a tough throw and unable to convert. And this punt will go away for a touchback. Oh no, at the 1 yard line.
Wow.
Thought for sure that was a touchback, but what a punt.
Yeah, I was with you. I saw the celebration from the punter, and I was like, what are you celebrating? But that spot is incredible. So now the Aztecs are going to have to go the entire length of the field. This might be a momentum shift for the Vultures if they can get something to go happen here.
They cannot overcommit, though. Fowler is dangerous, and Fowler will get the handoff. There we go! John Fowler to the 18-yard line. Finally, the last line of defense gets to him. That's number 27, Nisha Ingram, excuse me. What a run by Fowler, finding the hole on the right-hand and left-hand side. And again, the overcommitting by Cornell Spencer bites the Vulture defense.
Nisha Graham was Ingram, the only person in between Isaiah Fowler and a record. You can't get longer than a 99-yard run. So that was a perfect tackle to prevent that from happening. But you could just see how fast Isaiah Fowler's first step is. Just straight through that line. That was so dangerous. And Cincinnati lucky that wasn't a touchdown.
This time bottled up by Nigel McDade on the middle of that front. So a 1 yard loss, 2nd down and 11 here upcoming. Handoff, no play action. With time, the pass by Swift is caught for a 1st down and more. What a throw by Swift, who's a perfect 8 for 8 tonight.
Yeah, he's 8 for 8. This started with Fowler actually picking up a block there, which was great. He then drops back in, but it bought him enough time to get that ball out to Iggy Turner, who is having himself a pretty good day so far alongside Miles Morales Woods. So 8 for 8, like you said, almost 100 yards here already in the first quarter.
End of one, Los Angeles dominating, even though the scoreboard is not that impressive, 6-0 over the Vultures. But considering this is a championship contender in Cincinnati with the best offense in the league, Los Angeles has been absolutely impressive as John Fowler with a couple of juke. Doesn't get much, but an impressive play nonetheless. I'm Ramos Lynn, he's John Warren. And John, takeaways of the first quarter, I think Los Angeles has looked very impressive.
Yeah, they look really good on both sides of the ball, actually. They've not been able to connect in the red zone for a touchdown, but this defense is just really shutting down Cincinnati. And Fowler is having himself a good game and a good run here.
He is, as he gets about 17 on that carry, 8 rushes for 67 yards for John Fowler, as the Los Angeles Aztecs have 165 yards of offense here in 1 quarter, essentially. This was the first play of the 2nd quarter. Brady Jr. on the tackle. And Cincinnati just trying to stop the bleeding right now.
Yeah, Isaiah Fowler is averaging 100 yards a game, and he's going to eclipse that, I think, pretty easily here.
Another screen, and that one is blown up as well. So the screen hasn't worked as well, as that is Jawan Harris on the stop for Cincinnati.
Yeah, they got to keep the defense honest. Say, okay, like you're going to have to protect yourself against the pass game, short, middle, and long. So it's keeping them honest, but yeah, that screen has not been working for the team.
I've been saying John Fowler. I apologize.
It's okay. Listen, I wish I was that fast, but it's not me. It's Isaiah.
Fowler. Man, okay, there he goes again. Isaiah Fowler with a gain of 5 yards. It's a Fowler on an Aztecs team that wears red. I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm sorry. 3rd and 5 upcoming. So a gain of about 7 yards on that one, John. They will show 4 receivers. Maybe a passing situation. Man in motion. Make it a twin set. Swift to throw with time. Passes deep, and the pass is gone. Wide open again inside the red zone. Go the Aztecs. And Swift cannot be stopped at the moment.
Javon Tome, a 3rd-string runner. Isaiah Fowler getting a little bit of a breather after a really busy first quarter. And he's just wide open there, running what looked to be a wheel route up the left side of the field. That was such an impressive play. And it started with that offensive line buying Marco Swift enough time to let that route develop. And we're already talking about 1st and goal again.
1st and goal, 2-by-2 set, single back formation. That's Noel. And Noel would get the handoff off the right-hand side. Not much doing there by the backup halfback or the power back. 2nd and goal.
This will be an interesting story that develops here. Like, can the Aztecs actually convert on one of these red zone opportunities with a touchdown? Because if they're not, they're letting Cincy kind of stay in the game.
Fowler explodes the hole again, and he gets about 5. You know, it's similar to, if you watched the NFL, like back in the day, it reminds me a little bit of Clinton Portis.
Sure.
Or, you know, Miami University, and then, you know, the Broncos, the Washington.
Yeah.
So fast off the line. This is Noel, though, who tries to make a juke, and Noel will get to the 1. So similar situation, John. Do you kick it again?
I guess you do. I mean, this defense has been so impressive. I don't see why not. That the problem is that you are letting Cincy stay in it. You're letting the Vultures kind of hang around, and at some point you're going to want to kind of put the boot on the throat and make something happen here. But don't force it. Just kick it, and then you're going to go up by 2 scores.
That's exactly what they're going to do on 4th and goal. So twice from the 1-yard line, the Aztecs will have to settle for a field goal, and it's 9-0 Los Angeles. This Baltimore offense, Cincinnati offense, one of the most, exciting parts of the UFL, I gotta say. Watching this offense, watching Matt Shima is just absolutely electric. You know, they have kept dormant for over a quarter so far. So what do you do to get back in the rhythm?
I think you try to let this passing game develop. I know it's difficult if it's not happening right away, but send these good talented receivers, Murray and Thomas, on some go routes. Send them on some exotic looks and exotic patterns to try to maybe confuse this defense. This defense is great, but you could still get someone in maybe a soft zone underneath or something to make it happen. You just have to get the ball in their hands, because right now, I mean, Max Shima is averaging about 300 yards a game passing. Yep. And we're not even sniffing that. We're not even close to being on that pace. So they've got to get something going.
They really have to. This is going to be a shotgun set bunch formation to the left. Handoff up the middle, and broken tackle, gain of about 5 yards. Let's bring in Cameron Irvine again. Back-to-back field goals, Cam, here for the Los Angeles Aztecs. But their defense is so good. I mean, Los Angeles will take that, don't you think?
Yeah, you know, and it's really surprising because
you're muted, Cameron.
My lighting is all jacked up. It's really surprising that LA in back-to-back 4th and goal at the 1 situations would kick the field goal. Usually, just based on aggression and random number generate, usually one of those 2 times they would go for it. So I'm actually surprised that they did, but it is all about aggression and RNG. Oh, there's a pick.
There is a pick indeed, and this is going to be a pick 6 to the 10, to the 5. Right as Brichima makes the touchdown saving tackle. Let's bring Cameron Irvine again. I didn't mean to cut him off, or the Aztecs didn't mean to cut him off. Let's bring him back again. Cam, when this defense is playing this well, man, 9-0, it's not the game, but man, you're in the catbird seat at this point.
Yeah, it gave me a chance to fix my lighting, so thank you to the interception for that. But yeah, and that could also factor into the decision as well. Your defense is playing so well that the aggression is actually going down offensively because of how well your defense is playing. You don't want to lose any kind of momentum. There's a lot of ones and zeros and all that, but they do have the potential to go for this. And listen, if they don't get a touchdown here in the red zone, this is like a co-founder's worst nightmare. We're trying to get touchdowns in the red zone. It's just not happening.
Yes, we are. Marco Swift with time, but now one side goes down at the 17-yard line. Bumpers on the sack. And you got to give it to them, John. I mean, they have allowed plenty of yards, but they're keeping the Vultures in the game.
I mean, bend don't break, right? I mean, there's bumpers there, just a little bit too much time. Nothing's developing the way Swift wants it to. This defense is really tightening up here in the red zone. And now, but I have to say, though, I almost think this benefits the Aztecs. And I'll tell you why. It opens up their playbook a little bit to be a little bit further away. So that might have actually helped them a little bit, but we'll see.
There's going to be an RPO lookie on that one, and this one is caught for about a 4-yard gain. The Aztecs outgaining the Vultures so far by almost 200 yards of offense here in the first half. Big decision made there by Swift, and he got it completed for a few.
Yeah, and now we bring up another 3rd and goal here inside the 10. I don't know what to do here. I mean, they've looked at a few different plays, and none of them have really developed, but we have a bunch at the far side. Let's see what they draw up.
Bunch right side. Swift with time in the pocket. Goes outside. The pass caught. Toe drag swag on the outside as the Aztecs get their first touchdown on the board. It's
the Dougie. Iggy Turner hitting the Dougie right there. I haven't seen that in a while. What a toe tap to get those feet in. That's the first touchdown of the game. And listen, it's early. Don't touch that dial, but I'm telling you, the fact that the Aztecs are now going to be up by multiple scores like this with the touchdown, Vultures have got to really regroup and figure out what they're doing here.
Still a 2-possession game as the extra point is up and good. Los Angeles 16-0. And, again, we've spoken about the Los Angeles defense quite a bit. This offense can be really, really explosive. I mean, Marco Swift is a very high-end quarterback. Isaiah Fowler, one of the best in the UFL. And the combination of Iggy Turner and Miles Morales-Woods is a very good 1-2 combo.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we've talked a lot about this Cincinnati Vultures offense, but don't get it twisted. I mean, Marco Swift averaging over 300 yards passing. Isaiah Fowler averaging over 100 yards rushing. Like, this is a really potent offense that I think is going to be dangerous for just about any team in the league. And Cincinnati's seeing it firsthand tonight.
Now Los Angeles will have the win at their backs and proven there with a touchback. So Cincinnati will start their drive inside their own 25-yard line. So Al Ingram, the halfback, only 1 rush for 2 yards. You still have to keep that balance, though, John. Obviously, the passing is a strong part of this offense, but you cannot become one-dimensional.
No, you can't.
As Chima will throw it to the outside. That's a perfect throw.
That's
on the outside. Chima with 2 picks, but that one, a very good throw. Green on the catch.
Yeah, that was just an unbelievably accurate pass. This is what Chima's going to have to do, get a lot of different receivers involved, get the ball moving.
And off again, nothing doing there as Foraker is on the stop. 1-yard loss for Cincinnati, and again, they're backed up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Foraker is just such an impressive force inside. And, just a wonderful wrap-up tackle there in the backfield. She's had an incredible game so far.
2nd down and 11. Trip set, top of your screen. Chima to throw. Clean pocket, throws outside, and the pass is incomplete. Almost picked off.
Almost picked off for Chima's 3rd pick of the game. I can't believe I'm saying that. But now this sets up a 3rd and long here. Wonder what Cincinnati's going to try to do against this very good secondary.
3rd and 11. Chima throws deep, pass caught. The dig route works that time. And the Vultures have a big gain for a first down. Warren Murray on the catch.
By my math, that's Warren Murray's first catch of the game, and it couldn't have come at a better time. 3rd and 11. That's his first catch for 23 yards, and what a conversion. And they're now on the Aztecs side of the field. They have a little bit of a momentum. This is the best that Cincinnati's offense has looked all night.
So midway through past midway through the second quarter, Cincinnati with their best drive of the game. Play action, rollout, Chima throws deep, the pass incomplete, overthrown. It was well covered anyway. 2nd and long.
Yeah, it was well covered. That was a kind of an ineffective play action pass because Al Ingram's not doing anything on the ground, so I don't think LA is going to fall for that.
Chima, another play action. Clean pocket with time. Chima now runs out of time, tries to scramble, and goes down for a sack. DJ Kilgannon on the sack, and Cincinnati with another 3rd and forever.
Yeah, DJ Kilgannon just there. Too much time, right? I mean, you just can't give a player of his caliber that much time. Otherwise, he's going to find the quarterback, and that's exactly what happened. They're now way backed up at the midfield mark, and this defense, again, clamping down, showing what they're made of, both in run coverage, pass coverage, and now pass rushing.
3 defensive linemen on this one. They will send a couple of guys on a blitz. Chima throws deep, and the pass is picked again. And
that
again,
is Rie.
Wow. With his 2nd interception, getting jiggy with it. Los Angeles, impressive.
This is remarkable. Maybe the best defensive performance I've seen with my eyes in the UFL so far this year. Just total shutdown. That's again, I mean, just Rie just absolutely picking on Mac Green. I feel bad for Green. He's just really been the object of his obsession so far in this game. And Fowler has got some pretty decent momentum on his side if they want to start handing him the ball and run some clock out. Can't believe I'm saying that, but it's like, you know, there's just no point. You just control the play, control the ball at this point.
Swift to throw, pass middle, wide open again. Gain of 20 plus on that one. A smart man by the name of Eddie Gage once said, you know, offense fills out the seats, defense wins games.
Yeah.
And the #1 defense in the UFL is doing here on the road in primetime.
Well, this crowd is stunned. I mean, just on every side of the ball, this has just been a not the showing that you would have expected out of a 3-0 team coming into week 4. You know, they're going to have to make some major adjustments here at halftime. But first, they got to keep the Aztecs from scoring again, I think, before the end of the half.
Plenty of time with 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Pass middle, dangerous, and it's incomplete. Well covered by the Vulture defense. Now it's 2nd and 10.
That was Marco Swift's first incompletion, if you can believe it.
First incompletion of the game for Swift. He will probably try to redeem himself with bunch set. Dropping back to throw. Swift passes middle, wide open again. Past the 35-yard line and up to the 32. And, I mean, these receivers, for the most part, John, are wide open.
They're wide open, and we talked a lot about how good each team is at the respective strength, you know, defensive scoring for the Aztecs, offensive scoring for the Vultures. We're not really talking about how the Cincinnati Vultures defense has not been that impressive, and they're certainly not impressive today. They've really failed to address any of the facets of this Aztec offense, and Marco Swift is just on fire. One incompletion.
2-minute warning from Cincinnati. The Aztecs lead 16-0. You're watching the UFL right here on the Virtual Football Network on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us in Thursday Primetime Football. I'm Ramos Lynn, John Warren providing the color. Swift throws again deep, and this one is incomplete. Double cover that time. 2nd and long.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. Not what I would have done. That was a little bit of a heat check. It feels like, hey, can do no wrong. Let's see if this one works, but fell incomplete.
Middle of the field pretty open as Swift gets hit. The ball is loose, and Swift recovers the fumble, loses it again, and Cincinnati has it. I don't think I've ever seen 2 fumbles on the same play by the same player.
Did Swift pick that? He did pick that up, and he fumbled it. That is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen that. Took a huge hit, had the wherewithal to come back, get the ball, hit again, and that ball is out, and the Vultures have it. This could be the big momentum swing that Cincinnati's looking for. Yeah, that ball was out before he hit the ground. Wow, what a play.
What a play. Exactly, needless to say, exactly what Cincinnati needed. In first instance, it looked like probably Los Angeles will be looking to challenge the play, maybe, try to, debate a forward pass, but the booth doesn't review it. We are inside 2 minutes. And here goes Mac Chima in this offense. The pass outside is incomplete, out of bounds.
We'll see if Cincinnati can put something together here, get some points on the board before the end of the half.
Chima to throw. Dropping back, clean pocket, goes deep. And the pass in double coverage is knocked down and intercepted again by Rie.
3 interceptions and a half. Are you kidding me?
The hat trick in the first half by the safety who's having early on the game of his career. I know we were only 4 games in, but what a play.
Oh, I mean, Murray goes up for it, actually gets his hands on it, but it's tipped up in the air, and Rie there for the interception, tip drill interception. He's pushed out at about the 1.5-yard line, so Aztecs are going to have to be careful here with the ball, but 3 interceptions and a half for Rain Rie. I've never seen anything like that.
Let's bring in Cameron Irvine again here to the broadcast. Cam, craziness. This is insane. We've been doing this. Before the season even started, testing for over a year. They can hear me. They testing for over a year on this stuff. We have never seen 3 picks and a half before, and we've never seen the same player fumbled twice on the same play. We're talking about stuff we haven't seen in hundreds upon thousands of tests. What a crazy first half.
Unbelievable.
Just insane. And with all of that considered, as well, what a throw. Oh my God, I barely could gather myself. Mark again delivers the throw to Fancher, 3rd catch of the game.
I mean, what are you doing throwing like that out of your end zone? This is just unbelievable confidence from this LA Aztecs team.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I was about to say, with all this considering, Cincinnati's still in this game. Like, it's a 2-possession game.
Oh, yeah.
This is not over yet. But what a wacky first half. Another throw and another wide open receiver again. Just running that seam route. Yeah.
Fancher again. I mean, it looks like they're blanketing Turner and Woods, Morales Woods, but Fancher's getting open on these deep routes.
Wow, 231 yards passing for Marco Swift. As just, contrasting defenses right now between Los Angeles and Cincinnati, as this one is going to be a sack for about a 7-yard loss. And Los Angeles will call a timeout. But again, Chima cannot do anything. This secondary is plastered all over the receivers. On the flip side, Los Angeles has everybody on lockdown.
Everyone on lockdown. A good production note from Cam in the truck. Mac Chima has more interceptions in the first half than 22 teams have had through 3 weeks. So that's a dubious stat I would not want. He's not having a great night.
Oh, Marco Swift now doing it with his legs. He is able to get more than half of it. Second rush of the game, 10 yards on that one. And Los Angeles is over 100 yards rushing.
They are content to just try to kick this field goal and make this a 3-score game heading into the half, calling that final timeout. I mean, it does feel like going up 3 scores against this Aztec defense is a tough hill to climb, but Cincinnati's going to have to try to do it in the second half.
You know, and as lopsided as it's been, this game could be 35-0.
Oh, absolutely.
Like every drive that Los Angeles has stalled and had to kick a field goal like this one, as it's up and good 19-0, every drive has been inside the red zone. So,
yeah,
you know, Cincinnati, again, as you said, bend but not break. You know, just Cincinnati needs to start early in the second half.
Yeah, giving up that one touchdown has been really the bright spot for this Vultures defense, aside from that wacky double fumble, which they weren't able to do anything with. Yeah, since he's got to make some big adjustments here. Yes, you have to focus on Isaiah Fowler a bit, but honestly, Marco Swift has just been killing the secondary. Passes to Morales Woods, Turner, Fancher. It's just been everywhere and relentless, this Aztecs offense.
1 second left as Los Angeles will likely kick it back at the end zone for a touchback again as the wind continues to...
Oh, hits the crossbar. That's fun.
Just leave it right there pretty much. It just bounced all the way back to the 20-yard line. From the 25, last play of the half for Chima and company. They're just going to hand the ball off. Longest rush of the game for whatever that's worth. Upward gets about 8. And that's halftime. Los Angeles, for the second time in 4 games, shut out a team in the first half. 19-0. And John, want to just hear your thoughts and which players have stood out for you here in the first.
Well, Marco Swift has been remarkable. He's just only had a couple of incompletions. He's found a bunch of different receivers. Obviously, Isaiah Fowler has been an impressive runner. But really, it's Rain Rie, right? I mean, 3 interceptions, just completely blanketing these receivers. As a strong safety, you hope to have 3 great interceptions in a year, let alone one half. So this has just been an incredible defensive performance overall, and especially from Rain Rie.
Yeah, absolutely. Los Angeles, a couple weeks ago, shut out Vegas 41-0. And they're looking to do the same thing against a Cincinnati team that, again, you know, as we said at the beginning of the broadcast, coming into the week, potential championship contender with that potent offense.
Mm-hmm.
Not working so far. I'm Ramos Lynn. He's John Warren. Thank you very much again for joining us on Thursday night. Los Angeles over Cincinnati 19-0, and here comes Mac Chima, 4 of 13 and 4 interceptions. Just
that's a rough half. Just forget it, shake it off. It's a new half. We're down 19.
This run will get a couple yards, but Ingram again only minimal gain, 3 yards on 3 rushes. As Los Angeles is well over 300 yards of total offense. Cincinnati trying to get close to 100. Chima to throw. Chima middle, and the pass is incomplete. Just miscommunication between quarterback and receiver, 3rd and long again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was just a miscommunication or if the receiver actually ran the wrong route, but that was not where Chima thought the receiver was going to be.
Chima again to throw, clean pocket this time, passes, and the pass outside is incomplete again. Perfect coverage.
Chima took a shot right at the release of this ball too. I'm sure that affected something. Warren Murray, though, was the intended target, not able to reel it in.
Night coverage on the outside.
It was in his hands, but it was just popped out there by Marion Turner. We have not called his name much, but he's just another big part of the secondary.
Yeah, and we have not called him a lot because they are just not targeting him. You know, the number 1 corner of this stellar Aztec secondary, as this punt return will be brought back to about the 25-yard line. Marion Turner, 8 seasons in the UFL. He's a little bit undersized, 5'11", 181. but exceptional athleticism.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just a great athlete, great instincts for the ball.
Single back formation. Fowler gets the handoff, and there he goes again. Fowler, 17 yards on that carry as he approaches 100.
Yeah, he's probably going to pass 100 here in this next few plays. I would guess they're going to start hitting him the ball a lot, try to run some clock out because really this defense has been so good. What a first step burst again. We've said it multiple times, but just an incredibly impressive runner. Cornell Spencer there, corner, was able to bring him down before he did too much damage.
The Aztecs have a first down, outgaining Cincinnati by nearly 300 yards. 2-by-2 set, handoff, goes to Fowler, finds the hole, and Isaiah Fowler gets 7 yards. You said it, I mean, he's going to get to 100 in the next couple of plays. I mean, now up to 898.
Yeah, in fact, I'm surprised he didn't get it on that play, because if he had actually cut up further up the middle, he had another, I think, 10 yards ahead of him, but just tried to cut it out to the outside.
Play action, Swift throws deep, the pass, what a throw, and what a route to get open.
Well, it just looks so easy right now for these receivers. Miles Morales-Woods there, able to get open there on the sideline, just pitch and catch. I mean, he did not have a ton of, he just had a ton of space in between him and his defender. Able to get those toes down, and Pierce is there for the tackle, but the damage is done.
Just a perfect play call, you know. It was wide side of the field from the left hash. You run that comeback route to the other side of the field, to the sideline. Play action, Swift with time. Swift retreats. Now a flag is probably in the area of holding, and he will get sacked anyway.
Holding offense.
I will push the Aztecs back 10 yards, 1st and 20.
Yeah, TJ Stevens there in the hole. That was just a lot of time taken. Usually when you have that much time, there's usually a hold there.
But John Fowler says, just give me the ball. I'm going to get that and more. 13 yards on the handoff. Harry's on the tackle. And the Aztecs are back in scoring position.
Yeah, that puts him up over 100. He has 111 yards on the day. Isaiah Fowler just really having himself a wonderful day.
This carry goes to Noel, and Noel will actually get tackled for a loss of 1 yard. Date on the tackle.
Yep, that was a big hit there. Oof, yeah, really big hit there to stop Noel in his tracks. Now they got to go back and do something else and see what they drop. See if Swift actually passes the ball here.
Swift with time. All day to throw. Retreats some more. The pass to the outside is incomplete. Well covered. Right there on the left-hand side by the Cincinnati defense. And Los Angeles will have to settle for another field goal, their 5th of the game.
Yeah, this will be a little bit longer than their others, I believe. So this is not a gimme, but yeah, that was not the most well-advised pass I've seen Marco Swift make in this game. But we'll see if they put some points up on the board anyway.
And this field goal is blocked. Cincinnati has it, and they can return it. Past midfield, nobody is going to catch him. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Cincinnati, and just like that, they are right back in it.
Wow, what a huge play. That is not on their bingo card. There are 3 phases of the game. Aztecs have been absolutely crushing it in the ones we think of the most, but whoa, big block, return for a touchdown. Ruth there for the scoop and score. And the Vultures are right back in this thing. Oh my goodness. What a play.
So Cincinnati's first touchdown of the game comes on special teams early on. This kick is good. Early on in the showcase, we did see a blocked punt. And a few weeks ago, Rochester had a blocked field goal. So we've seen some really good special teams play over the first 4 weeks of the UFL. And now the
Yeah.
Vultures are only down 2 scores.
Yeah, and the thing I know is that anything can give a team a spark. I mean, whether it's a sack, whether it's a forced fumble, whether it's some sort of turnover, but a special teams play like that coming out of nowhere when both other phases of the ball, offense, defense, not looking so good, special teams can absolutely spark the rest of the team to start putting something together. And that's what I see an opportunity here for Cincinnati to really get back in this game.
And we'll return it from the 10-yard line, going to the outside and tackle at the 29. So we're going to see the Aztec offense back on the field. Marco Swift continues his stellar day, completing over 80% of his throws. Isaiah Fowler, another stellar performance. 13 rushes for 111 yards, 8.5 yards per carry. Is not something that you normally see in the pros, John. You normally see that in college football.
Yeah. It's just, video game numbers, quite frankly, for Fowler today. Just 14 carries, 115 yards. It's just a huge day for him. And I think they're going to have to start feeding him the ball a lot in the second half, because I don't think they want Swift to be making a ton of careless, potentially dangerous throws like he sometimes was in the first half.
And off to Fowler, gets 2 more. Make it 3. 3rd down and 3 upcoming, and this is a huge opportunity for Cincinnati. Now with that blocked field goal, return for a touchdown, they got a little bit of momentum back.
It is. Yeah, this is a big 3rd down, and you don't want to see him get too conservative.
Swift throws deep. The pass is caught.
No, I think he dropped it. I think he dropped it. Oh, wow.
It did drop it. So Cincinnati makes the stop. And don't look now, but the Vultures, again, is still the #1 scoring offense in the UFL. You feel that it's just a matter of time for them to get an explosive play.
Yeah, for sure. And Ingram here with the hit that knocked the ball loose. I also thought in real time that he had actually come down with his ball, but knocked it loose. And now we're going to see a punt and probably some pretty good field position here, unless the wind just carries it.
As this punt will be carried by the end zone for a touchback. And that's how heavy the wind is going from right to left on your screen. It's about 20+ mile-per-hour winds. Al Ingram, a complete non-factor in this game, must be said. 3 carries for 3 yards. And I think you got involved in some other ways, John. Maybe a screen pass, get him loose, in different aspects of the game.
Yeah, I agree. You have to make something happen here.
On the outside, the pass is caught. Chima's 5th completion of the game. That one made by Warren Murray, his 2nd catch of the contest.
Yeah, we really haven't called Violet Thomas's name in quite a while, since early in the first quarter.
Chima to throw, middle, the pass caught. So back-to-back completions for Mac Chima. First and 10.
I think that was the completion to Matt Green, who has really been bullied for most of this game, was able to come down with that one. So a little bit of momentum here for the Vultures.
Handoff on the outside and a great open field tackle as Ingram gets about 4. Parrish on the stop.
Yeah, great open field tackle is right. I mean, just almost a one-handed jersey grab, pull down. That was a really impressive open field tackle. You're right.
3 receivers. Chima to throw, checks it down.
Again.
The stop is Parrish. So, man, excuse me, Croft. No, I think it was Parrish.
No, it's Parrish with the hit. Oh, yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Teeing off on Parrish. That was, Parrish just teed off on him.
Perhaps the best middle linebacker in the UFL. Pass middle, incomplete. Trying to connect with his receiver on the second window. But Mac Chima and the Cincinnati Vulture offense will have to get off the field and punt the football again.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of these passes just not go where I think Chima wants them to go. It's hard to tell if it's a receiver miscommunication or just it slips out of his hand, but we've seen a couple of those tonight.
On his away, will bounce at the 7-yard line, bounce at the 6, and it's touched at the 6-yard line. So that's exactly where the ball will be down. In the UFL, the ball is down by the kicking team when the player first makes contact with the football, right? So even if he touches it and goes inside the end zone, that's not a touchback. It is when he first makes contact with the ball.
Which I think is a great rule. I just love that rule for football, and I'm glad that we put that. Glad the league put that in this game. I think that's the right call.
From the 6-yard line, Noel gets the handoff and gets blown up in the backfield, a 2-yard loss.
That was McDade there with the stop behind the line, so loss of 2. Aztecs moving in the wrong direction, but they want to kill clock. I think that's why they're still running the ball. We'll see if they put Isaiah Fowler back in there for the second down play.
Looks like they will. Offsets I formation, and Fowler jumps early. False start. So back him up half the distance, so that's 2 yards. It will be 2nd and 14. Throw set, handoff to the fullback, and the fullback goes nowhere. A loss of 1. And now Los Angeles is at their own 1-yard line. Bumpers under stop.
Yeah, they're trying to maybe catch them off guard with a fullback handoff. Wallach, for some reason, trying to make like a move to the outside maybe. That's not what you want to do as a fullback. You want to put your shoulder down and get a couple yards, at least get out of the shadow of your own end zone. That was not the smartest play from Wallach, and now they're really backed up at the 1-yard line, 3rd and 15.
And Noel is going to dot the I. He will get the handoff, able to get at least some positive yardage. 3 on the play, but an underwhelming Los Angeles drive will stall, and it will be 4th and 13. Cincinnati will have the football again.
There's still an awful lot of time in this game. I don't think this is the time to get this conservative. I don't think Marco Swift needs to be slinging it like he has been in the first half, but I certainly don't think they needed to be this conservative.
This punt is just a
no way.
Going from end to end and down inside the 10.
Nick Burke with one of the biggest changes of field position I think I've ever seen with one punt.
Hold on, is that 85 yards on a punt?
That is nuts. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Let's bring in Cameron Irvine. Cam, 85-yard punt. The wind is crazy.
27-mile-an-hour wind gusts tonight, so the forecast for this game is windy. It just so happened that the wind was at the punter's back, and then it just so happened that they got a good bounce. So the perfect storm, just an incredible play, and we'll check the I'll get you the record, UFL record for longest punt in a game, but I'm pretty sure that's going to seal it.
Thank you, Cam. I mean, all of a sudden, Cincinnati backed up in their own goal line as this pass is caught for a gain of about 12 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of field position change is remarkable, and like Cam was saying, the wind is just absurd tonight, and that is why that was able to happen. And wow, I mean, whoop.
Oh, running to the outside. Ingram, best run of the game.
Okay.
6 yards, 2nd down and 4. And this is what Cincinnati needs, John. I mean, obviously, a 50-yard rush will be great, but even if they can get 2nd and short, will be awesome.
No, just opening things up for Viola Thomas and Warren Murray and T-Roy Gaines would be good enough.
As this catch is made past the 35 to the 36-yard line, Mac Chima now nearing 50% completion rate. 27-mile-per-hour wind gusts here in Cincinnati, Ohio. And that is apparently a new UFL record. It's 85 yards. So basically from end zone to end zone, hand off to the outside. Ingram with another healthy gain of 5. And John, finally, Cincinnati just catching some steam and some rhythm here on offense.
Yeah, I mean, they've still got a full quarter left. They're doing a balanced attack here, trying to get the Aztecs in a disadvantageous position.
On the outside, the check down is good for another gain of about 8 yards. As Gaines gets the catch, and And that's the end of the third quarter. The Aztecs lead the Vultures 19-7, but scoreless in the third quarter, and the Vultures have their best offensive drive of the game, perhaps. You're watching the UFL right here on the Virtual Football Network on YouTube. Empty set for Chima, throws it outside, open receiver. Complete for about 6 on the play. Another second and manageable.
Wow, that was another nice catch here from from these runners. That was Leonard Crawford there with the catch.
Chima to throw again, screen pass.
Whoa.
Getting the first down and more, past the 30-yard line, and a face mask.
Wow, quick change here. Leonard Crawford providing a spark out of the backfield for Cincinnati. That's a 15-yard face mask, so this is going to be 1st and 10 at about the 15-yard line. What a huge turn of events here.
So for the first time, Cincinnati calls a screen pass to a running back, and you know the play itself was good, and then the face mask stacks on 15 more. 2 tight ends, play action. Chima with time, throws to the right. The pass outside is incomplete, off the hands of his receiver. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was awkward looking play. He had a lot of time trying to get his receiver coming back to the ball, but wasn't able to hold on to it.
Handoff on the outside, wide open space this time, and Ingram gets 8, and it's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was Al Ingram. That's another good carry from him. He's had a couple of pretty decent ones here in the second half. Now 3rd and 2 pops up. This is, to me, I think 4 down territory, but we'll see what they decide.
3rd down and 2. Chima throws outside, touchdown, Warren Murray.
Warren Murray there, finally. Something good happening for the Cincinnati Vultures offense. That's their first offensive touchdown of the game. Could not come at a better time. This is now a 1-possession game. Unbelievable shift here in the second half. Aztecs really not being able to get anything going. Instead, the Vultures using that momentum of that blocked field goal and touchdown to really spark this offense.
Yeah, I was about to say, the game really turned on its head once the blocked field goal happened.
Absolutely.
Los Angeles, the Aztecs were poised to go at least 22-0 up on the board, and a few minutes of game time later, it's a 19-14 ball game, and all of a sudden the pressure is all on the Aztecs here on the road, now leading only by 5.
This is not a good position to be in. You're on the road. I know you're still up, and you're up 5. And you have one of the best defenses in the league, but the best scoring offense in the league is now putting up some points and got the momentum squarely on their side. Now it's up to their defense to see if they can stop LA.
Cincinnati, worth noting, now has the win on their favor here in the 4th quarter. So if the game comes out, you know, it just ends in a field goal, Cincinnati will have the advantage. As Marco Swift, I mean, again, he still had an incredible game. 17 of 21, 274 passing, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he's had a good game, but I'm reversing course. I think they got to start slinging it here.
Well, Isaiah Fowler will get the handoff. Nice shifty moves. A gain of 8 yards. Man, despite Cincinnati being outgained by like 250 yards, they just need one more stop.
1-score game. 1 stop. That's all they really need.
Swift to throw. Middle pass.
Wow.
Caught. What a great grab. And making his presence felt again is number 82, Fancher II.
Yeah, Fancher there. Ooh, that was an unbelievably well-timed pass. That would have been in the breadbasket of a Cincinnati Vultures defender if it hadn't been for the perfect timing of that pass and that route. So Fancher really coming alive here in the second half. Impressive game that he has had in addition to Miles Morales-Woods and Inky Turner.
This handoff goes to Fowler on the outside, and Isaiah will Scamper for a gain of 3, give him 4. Spencer on another tackle.
Yeah, the way he was breaking those tackles reminded me a little bit of Walter Payton with those kind of like high knee running style. That was a good looking run, even though it only went for 4 yards.
Counter tray. Fowler finds the opening and gets about 7 on the play.
Yeah, this line now behind the play of Liam Swift and Xander Orion, they're starting to open some holes here for Fowler that really weren't there. I mean, Fowler's had a couple of really good plays, but the holes have not been that gaping, I would say. But you're starting to see the Vultures get a little bit tired, I think.
Swift to throw. Pass is middle. Pass caught. And Morales Woods is absolutely eating in this game. 5 for 67. On the previous play, the counter trade popularized by the Washington NFL team many years ago, perfected by them. And then, glad to see it like 40 years later. Still
sure.
Just
yeah.
The guard and the tackle pulled to the other side and, provides some good blocking in the deception run.
Totally. Yeah, no, I mean, if it works, it's a timeless play. You said that Miles Morales Woods is eating, and he ate a shot there at the end of that play too.
Swift checks it down to Noel for about 5. I'll give him 7 actually. 452 total yards on offense by Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me that Swift only would have 4 incompletions and they'd have 450 yards of offense, I would almost guarantee you that they were up by well more than 1 score. And yet, again, in front of their home crowd, Cincinnati is bending, not breaking.
Full receiver set. Throws, pass, incomplete, almost picked off.
That was almost picked off. He's going to kick himself tomorrow when he watches back that tape, because that could have been maybe even a pick 6 the other way. But they're going to go for it here. Wow, what a choice.
It's 3rd and 3 right now. So inside the 10-yard line, Swift will throw, passes, intercepted!
Whoa!
Intercepted and stepping up. He can return it, but tackle at the 6. I mean, the previous play, as you said, that's one he would like to have back. This one even more so, as the Vultures make him pay, and probably should have kicked the field goal on 3rd down.
I totally got discombobulated there, but wow, that's not the pass that Swift wanted. A dangerous throw there, and just not well placed. I think that was Ingram there. That was Nisha Ingram, who had a touchdown saving tackle at the very beginning of the game against Fowler on that very that run that looks so good from the 1-yard line. So she's having a really good game for the Vultures, and what a change of fortune here for Cincinnati.
Chima to throw, passes middle and dropped.
Wow.
I mean, that's you have to help your quarterback, John. I mean, that's a very good throw.
Yeah. No, you do, and that's one of those things that Mac Chima is going to be so mad about when he watches his tape back.
On the outside, that's Warren Murray, who's been the safe pair of hands here for the Cincinnati offense tonight. 4th catch of the game for Murray.
This is a huge 3rd and 5 here.
6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 6:16 in LA. As this pass is caught for about 7 yards. I know that technically we're in Cincinnati, but I don't know if somebody will catch that reference. 6:16 in LA.
Well, it's a huge first down. I mean, it's what Cincinnati needs to keep this drive going. And this crowd, now you can start feeling it. They're getting back into this game. They can really feel it. We're halfway through the 4th, and they've got life.
Play action. Chima throws deep. The pass incomplete. Great coverage on the outside. One-on-one coverage, too. And, man, the Aztec defense, especially down the field, stellar.
Yeah, this secondary has still been outstanding all day, despite the fact that they've given up that touchdown on the last drive.
Chima outside, just shy of the first down marker, but good for 9 yards is Warren Murray. 9.5, 13 inches upcoming. So I know their running game has not worked great tonight, but I will give it to the running back here, John.
Yeah, Ingram and Crawford have come alive a little bit here. But 3rd and inches, they're going to pass it. Oh,
And Chima is dropped for about a 10-yard loss, and that doesn't help their cause.
no, it doesn't. Kilgannon there, just too much time. Look at that spin move, getting away from the blocker, hitting him with a sling blade. Looked like Hiroshi Tanahashi there, trying to swing around on Chima. So what a huge sack, 2nd of the night for Kilgannon, and the Vultures going to have to punt this away.
5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. I would like to bring in Cameron Irvine after this punt. Just kind of explain a little bit as this kick just completely goes to the other end zone. But Cam,
This wind is crazy.
yes, down by 5 points, 5 minutes left. Cincinnati decides to punt. I think it's the right call. I mean, it's 4th and 11.
Yeah, field position was the big factor in that from a coding perspective. You're just too far. You're into opponent's territory. You could essentially lose the game if you don't convert that. So you have to punt it away. If they were maybe, closer, 40, 50, across the 50, they may have gone for it. You saw they went no huddle there as they were trying to go up tempo. But with that field position, it's just too risky.
Yeah, and then Cincinnati still has their 3 timeouts. I don't think there's a reason to go for it as Marco Swift will throw the pass to the outside. Is caught and getting out of bounds actually for Cincinnati's help.
That's Lars Bazaar. That's his first catch of the game. Yeah.
For 21 yards. Good time to show up for Lars Bazaar.
Absolutely. Really good time, and just had a nice sideline catch. Obviously, you want to go inbounds and get the ball down so the clock keeps running, but still that first down was a huge turn of events for the Aztecs.
4 linemen, 4 linebackers. Fowler gets the handoff, jukes, but unable to get much as 3 different Vultures combined for the stop. 2nd and 9. Let's bring it in Cameron Irvine one more time. Cam, 3rd and inches. Chima in the offense chooses to pass the ball. What do you see?
Yeah, Chima was asking about it in the chat, so we wanted to comment on it. Under 6 minutes to go. Let's see what Swift does here. Just dumps it off. Under 6 minutes to go with their field position, the fact they were down by more than a touchdown, they went no huddle, and in no huddle, of course, you're not necessarily going to run the football. The game doesn't necessarily know it's 3rd and inches. The game just knows the time, the time and the score. It's not necessarily considering down and distance, which is why maybe you would run on 3rd and inches normally, but there's different code kicking in at that time that doesn't consider down and distance. So just kind of an unfortunate thing there for Cincinnati. There's nothing broken about it. It just happened to be that with the time remaining and with where they were on the field with the score, that was the play call. So that's why that occurred.
Thank you, Cam. And I don't think it's as egregious, John, as say, for example, the Seahawks not running at the 1 yard line. Like it's 3rd and inches. Mac Chima still one of your best players. You still have 2 unbelievable receivers, and the running game hasn't been great. No. Well, maybe I would have run it there just to get the first down, but it could have easily been a good throw for 5 yards as a first down, and nobody talks about it.
No, I mean you don't have Marshawn Lynch on your team, right? I mean, you just don't have a back that is that heavy, that explosive. Our Ingram and Crawford, they've come alive a bit in the second half, but yeah, I didn't think it was that bad of a call.
Chima throws it out of bounds, nobody open, sails it over the head of his receiver, Gaines, and
since he's got the ball back, I mean, they made a stop, they did what they had to do, and with just over 2 minutes left, I mean, we're talking a nail biter here.
Chima to throw, clean pocket, checks it down over the middle. That's a good catch for a gain of 9 by Leth Thomas on the grab. 3rd and 5 upcoming, and this is the 2-minute warning. The Los Angeles Aztecs have been in front the entire game, but the Vultures are not going away. 19-14. You're watching the UFL right here on the Virtual Football Network. And, you know, we talked about this being a potential classic. It's starting off as a pretty lopsided game, but, you know, finally, you know, coming back around and being just a sensational game with a dramatic finish. So spikes are not allowed in the UFL. The no huddle incurs a 10-second runoff, as you can see on this play. So you gotta get back to the line of scrimmage and snap the ball again. Pass deep middle. The pass is caught.
What a catch!
Held
oh my
on
goodness!
by Mac Green. Unclaimed receiver. He's
Unbelievable catch.
He's the slot receiver, 5'5", 164. Chiba goes down. Foraker on the tackle, second sack of the night.
Foraker's just been an absolute menace to this offensive line. They're going to keep going no huddle, so no timeouts here.
1 minute left. Chima to throw. Goes outside. The pass is caught, gaining a few yards back. Just a couple. But crucially getting out of bounds.
I would have taken one of my timeouts there. That was not a good play call out of a no huddle. I would have just taken one of my 3 timeouts. Now it's 3rd and 17. This is not a hole you want to be in.
Chima throws deep, wide open.
Wow.
First down. What a play call. I mean, that is just a simple type of corner route, but it was thrown before he got to the corner. Just right there inside the zone. No huddle. 38 seconds. Chima to throw. Checks it down. Middle. The pass caught. 8 yards and a timeout. Called here by Cincinnati. Let's bring in Cameron Irvine maybe for the last time here in the game. But Cam, they try to go no huddle instead of calling the timeouts. Now they do have 2 timeouts in 31 seconds.
Yeah, you want your timeouts to reset things. The closer you get down to the end zone, the more complicated things become. They save those timeouts. They have 2 left. They're going to save 1 for the very last play if they need it, and then they might burn the other one here if they're in the field of play.
Chima overthrows his receiver. Thank you, Cam. That was another opportunity right there, John. That was Leonard Crawford.
I can't believe how dramatic this game ended up being. I thought we were going to have a blowout at halftime, and now we're down to the last 30 seconds. This is amazing.
Chima drops back, throws, caught. Completion made by Gaines. Gaines was quiet the entire game, and all of a sudden comes up with the 2 biggest catches of the game by the Vultures. As Cameron Irvine was saying, Cincinnati will call a timeout, and they will preserve one. Inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal, and then you bring in a new package, John. You have to do inside the 5 situation.
Yep, this is going to be an interesting play call here.
Bunch formation. Chima throws, end zone, touchdown. Vulture!
This crowd is absolutely going nuts. Warren Murray there in the back of the end zone just put Cincinnati up by 1. With just seconds left on the clock. What a drive to end this guy. One-handed catch and a toe tap. Unbelievable.
Put that in the highlight reel. That's one of the plays of the season, especially if Cincinnati ends up winning. And now they will go for 2. I mean, self-explanatory. They have to go up 3 points. Chima, bubble screen. Can he get to the end zone? Yes, he can with the dive. 2 points is good. Yep, and Cincinnati now up 3, and this is when, again, the wind, John, plays in the favor of Cincinnati. They're playing, in favor of the wind, so they can just kick it deep back at the end zone for a touchback, not risk any shenanigans on a kick return.
Yeah, this is going to be all Marco Swift getting it out to his receivers along the sideline. They've got 3 timeouts, but this is still going to be a really tall order to get into field goal range to attempt to tie this thing. I can't believe we're even talking about this. LA looks so dominant in the first half, but you let Cincy hang around, converting those field goals and the touchdowns, and this is what happens.
The Vultures prey on the dead, and this time Cincinnati coming back from the dead. Like, at halftime, many thought probably this game was over. I mean, I did say, it's still, 2-possession game, and it's still keeping it in the game, right? And just all of a sudden, the Cincinnati Vultures outplay for the majority of the game, and just in general, at least the first half and a bit. 15 seconds away, but Marco Swift connects with his receiver. And a timeout is called by Los Angeles. You know what? Let's bring Cameron Irvine again. Because this game is that good. 10 seconds left, Cam. Los Angeles with a field goal ties the game. They still have 2 timeouts. If you get about maybe 15-20 because they are against the win, right? And you have to call a timeout, potentially kick the game-winning field goal or time field goal.
Yeah, if they don't get out of bounds, they call the timeout, but you're trying to get to the sidelines ultimately, I think, here.
And Swift will throw the ball deep near to the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and now with 3 seconds,
wow,
there's no other option but to attempt a Hail Mary. Of course, this is not field goal range. I mean, John, maybe with a win in their favor, probably. I mean, because we've seen how crazy this win is. We just saw an 85-yard punt. So I will not discount a 64-yard field goal.
No, but yeah, that was. Let's see what they do here on the last play of the game.
Deep to the end zone. It gets there, and the pass is knocked away by the Vultures. And Cincinnati scores 22 unanswered in the second half and wins the game, spoiling the Los Angeles party. I mean, what a game, John. Unbelievable.
I mean, it's one of the most improbable games I think I've ever seen. This should not have happened. The Vultures hanging in there. Los Angeles not able to convert anything on offense in the second half. I've never seen a collapse like that. And the Vultures just hung around enough to give Mac Chima the second half he needed to get things back in business. I mean, Warren Murray really grinded this out as well. But look at the disparity in yardage. It just didn't matter. Like, that big field goal block and return, this was just all hands on deck for the Vultures to get this win. And the Aztecs go back to LA stunned. I mean, absolutely stunned at 2-2. This is one of the best teams I think I've seen in the league, and they are 2-2. The Vultures able to just win this thing in the most improbable fashion. Going to take a look at the stats here. Isaiah Fowler, 145 yards. Fancher was really the star for the Vultures in the second half in the passing game. What an unbelievable play of game that these players ended up having. Mac Chima didn't let those 4 interceptions phase him. He was ultimately able to get the game going in their direction. What a play. Well, folks, I think my broadcast partner, Ramos Lynn, had to step away, some technical difficulties, but for he, Cameron Irvine in the production booth, I'm your analyst, John Warren. Thank you so much for joining us for another game of UFL Primetime. We will see you again soon for another action-packed game.